delivery or pickup at EKU. The books are on us.
If you're dealing with a sports injury, UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine is here to help you get back on your feet. Ranked as high-performing by U.S. News and World Report, the same physicians who take care of UK athletes are here to offer expert sports medicine care for you and your family. UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, official healthcare provider for the KHSAA.
Good luck to all competitors, and may everyone enjoy the greatest sporting event around, a high school state championship.
All right, we're Frederick Douglass High School on their campus, what they call the farm here in eastern Lexington, as we get set for just an incredible showdown in the second semifinal of the Girls State High School Soccer Championship. Earlier this afternoon, E-Town advanced with a 4-1 win over West Jessamine. Tonight, the #1 team in the state, South Oldham, the Dragons, taking on the #2 team in the state, the Knights of Lexington Catholic. Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Baker, as you heard just a moment ago, trying to read the numbers on these jerseys. Michael Lippert is here with us. You don't have any trouble with this, all the soccer that you've done over the year, right?
Well, I look at the back. I mean, the front is very blurry on these South Oldham jerseys, but hopefully on the back they're big.
Is the back different?
Big and clean. Hopefully it's
I hope so.
White numbers on navy jerseys, and we'll be able to see everything's good. Very excited.
I'll tell you what we'll have trouble seeing from the back, though, is we'll have trouble seeing those numbers, because not only are these the top 2 teams in the state, they are 2 incredibly fast teams.
Yeah, they are. The tradition. These 2 are the standard, the gold standard for programs here in the state of Kentucky for girls soccer. It's just remarkable how successful they've been all the way. Coach Quigley's been there forever, and Coach Tucker started this program and did an amazing job building them up. And now his daughter, Allie Tucker, here is the assistant coach for South Oldham with head coach Kenny Burke. And I think we've been wanting to see this match all day. Looking forward to who's going to come out on top.
Yeah, you talk about these programs. Both of them were in the Final Four a year ago. Both probably had designs on getting back here as well. Both played incredibly a difficult schedule. South Oldham comes in with a record of 19-2. Lexington Catholic comes in and they're 24-1. They lost their opener 3-0 to Sacred Heart, and since then have reeled off 24 in a row.
Yeah. It's been a tremendous season for Lexington Catholic. These girls have played well. You can't say they don't deserve to be here, Dave. They've played the best of the best all season long. Their tournament in September, usually just compilation of the best teams in the state, and they came out and won the tournament. So this is going to be a great, great match.
So both teams head back to the far side. Our referee tonight is Paul Terry. Cody Gibson is the assistant. LaRon Knupp is the other assistant, and Mark Pence is the alternate. We've been talking about the wind all day today, and for the first time, that flag down at the scoreboard end of the field here at Frederick Douglass High School is not moving, but it's been moving for most of the day, and it's been moving at a clip of somewhere between 9 and 10 miles an hour. But as we get ready to play, the temperature is 49 degrees, crisp. They say the wind is now at 3, and it only feels like it's 48, but that won't be an issue for either one of these teams. The issue, as it seems like it is every time we get involved in one of these things, Michael, is who can kind of gather themselves early and settle down and play their game.
Yeah, as we saw in the first match today, it just took a while. Each 10-minute span, the game got better. It got sharper, and the E-Town Panthers were able to come out on top with some great play from Emma Zoller and Campbell Wallace.
Oh, yeah.
In this game, we've got some real standout players with Mary Martin Hampton and Catherine True at the UK commit. But then on the other side from South Olden, they've got so much returning from last year's top team that Marley Kaylee is the leading scorer.
Yep.
But Betsy Huckabee, Ava Robertson, all very capable and dangerous players on the field. So this is really going to be a great one.
So again, Paul Terry, our referee, looks like he's about ready to go. We've got Lexington Catholic in the white uniforms with the blue numerals. And as we said, South Oldham is in the navy with the white numbers. And you'll get a look at it here really quickly, just how fast both of these teams are.
Very similar styles. Both teams like to possess and get forward with numbers. Very, as you said, very fast. Speed of play and players are fast. So this one will probably go down to the wire.
Terry Quigley, the Lexington Catholic coach, that ball was nearly loose right in front. He got his 500th career win just last week. And you're probably like me, known Quig for a number of years, and just besides being a great coach, a great guy. And I was talking to him earlier today about this matchup, and he said the one thing he wasn't sure of was that his team had always been the fastest team that they played this year. Yeah. So he's like, we can always run past people. It'll be interesting to see what happens tonight with South Oldham.
Yeah. And in games like this, they usually come down to one play, Dave. One play, one sequence, one situation. And, a mistake, a free kick, something like that. And it's just those types of things are key. And you can't get complacent. You can't take a break. You got to be sharp the whole time because one play could be the difference.
Kenny Burke, very relaxed this afternoon when I talked to him as well. When you have the success that both of these programs have had historically and especially this year.
Yeah, he may have come across to you as loose, but his looseness is nervousness. He's wound pretty tight.
Is he?
We've texted a lot about the game and the situation and just how excited he is. But then, an insider told me that he's nervous. I won't reveal my
I got
source,
you. I hear what you're saying.
But she's an assistant coach, maybe. So,
but between these two teams, 43 wins between them this season coming into tonight.
Yeah, several people have said to me, and I think we even talked as well, that if this was your state final, this would be
sure.
A doozy. So, and here we get them in the semis.
We're talking about offense. I'm looking right here. 3, 4, 6, 7. Lexington Catholic has only given up 7 goals on the season. And I'm going to make a quick count here.
Lexington Catholic foul.
They've only given up 1 goal in 10 out of their last 11 games. They've only given up 1 goal since September the 12th. And it's a very similar story. I think that South Oldham has actually given up less. Let's see, 3, 6. They've only given up 6 goals on the year. Make it 7.
Yeah.
And just an amazing number of clean sheets as well.
Yeah. Well, and that's the Catholic defense there with Allie Nallen there under control, getting the ball outside. And Caitlin Loop, goalkeeper for Catholic's done an amazing job. So lots of good stuff all over the field.
So Catholic with that long throw in right there. That was Molly Thompson on that throw. And the Dragons get it. Excuse me, the Knights will continue on toward the goal to our right. And Mary Martin Hampton tried a little deke right there. And there's a miscommunication. She got her foot on the ball twice right there. And she'll have her foot on the ball a lot. That a takeaway by Joe Bryant. And the Knights have got something going with this shape. Far post. And it's just wide. I'm trying to see who that was. I believe that was Sydney Elbert on the far side, who just swung it wide with the left foot. So this will be the first time we will see Caitlin Feeney with a goal kick. Taken away there by the Knights, but they couldn't keep it in play. So you've got, for Lexington Catholic, you've got Olivia Bretz, who's listed at 5'10". As that ball bounces around toward the goal mouth. And she's marking Katie Beth May, who's listed at 5'4".
Yeah.
I don't know that I that I agree with either one of those numbers, but I mean there's a big disparity between the two.
Yeah, yeah.
Number 14, Jenna Dardano.
It's Dardano who put it in off the set piece. And now Addison Welsh with a throw. And she threw it out of bounds, and it'll go right back to the Knights. There's that matchup we were talking about. Bretz might have gotten away with a bump there. And there's a ball that's picked off in the midfield. And a foul. And that's going to go against Natalie Beard. And this will give the Knights their first really good shot at a set-piece opportunity.
Yeah, and just like the first game, Zoller serving up free kicks. This is Olivia Brett's specialty here is ball striking and free kicks. So let's see if she can put in a dangerous ball.
Boy, right on the goal, and looked like it was just a little left. She was going to try to make something happen early there, but handled cleanly by Caitlin Feeney. Far side. Here comes South Oldham. And that was Thompson who had it taken away. Nice job there by Hampton to settle and try to switch the field. Now they look to go back to her. Wait, that's a nice goal kick in the back from Loop, who you were talking about earlier. This is a period of time, as we've gone almost 9 minutes where, again, people just getting used to the pitch, getting used to the people they are marking and being marked by. And so I think at this point in time you see a lot of, how would I describe it? Kind of indifferent sort of passes and kicks until they get settled down.
Yeah, a little unsure of themselves. So that's what, got to get those cleaned up, and you'll see.
So here's Zara McCarty. That's a great delivery. Off the hands of the keeper, and it's loose.
Yeah.
And is that going to be another corner?
I think it is, yeah. Yeah, Feeney came off her line to get a deflection, couldn't handle it. And almost a game-deciding play there.
Lexington Catholic really has a lot of height and a lot of physicality.
Yeah, between Bretts and Truitt, both of them 5'10", great in the air.
There's another outstanding delivery.
Great serve.
Hampton went down in the box, no call. Boy, they list Feeney, the kicker, or the keeper rather, at 5'5".
Yeah.
And I mean, she is, wasn't able to field that ball.
Yeah.
And I mean, that is difficult in there when you get up against, especially on a set piece, a physically imposing team like the Knights.
Yeah. Got to be sure of yourself there because you don't catch it cleanly.
Yep.
And accidents happen.
Knights try to bring it the other way. And that was a takeaway as Bryant had it poked.
Lady Knights.
Such tradition, Dave, with both of these programs. Lots of different people listening tonight and watching here in the stands. So just got all the feels.
Lady Knights and the Lady Dragons know what this pressure is like. They know what you have to do to succeed. And that's Bryant who has it in the far corner, goes to the left foot. Boy, and that's one thing that can happen in a hurry because the keeper, Feeney, just about got screened off and didn't get a good look at that skipping ball.
Yeah. Dangerous opportunity there.
So Lexington Catholic has gotten off 3 shots, 2 on goal. And South Oldham has yet to get off a shot.
Yeah. South Oldham a little bit on their heels here early. Need to get settled in and knock the ball around. Catholic looks dangerous.
Feeney's had a couple of saves.
Great touch there by Bryant. Good strike by Bryant, but wide. Another shot.
Nothing yet for anybody, but I think if you're Terry Quigley on the far side, you got to be pleased with the way things are going right now.
They're definitely the aggressor. Taking it to this South Oldham team.
Battle here on the near side.
Lady Knights.
And Rachel Stevens lets it go out of bounds. And Bryant battling in the center of the pitch. That poke, not as accurate as it needed to be. And now McCarthy puts it on the left foot. And nobody home as she tried to center.
This is trouble.
Now the Knights have to get back in a hurry, and they'll play it back to Loop. And they still don't have it cleared yet as the Lady Dragons push up.
Allie Bird putting on some pressure for South Oldham there, but Allie Nallen of that Catholic defense put a stop to it.
And E-Town fans have not been real happy with some of the line calls. And
South Oldham fans.
South Oldham. Thank you. And they are happy to celebrate one going in their direction.
Yeah.
Lady Dragons.
That ball toward the goal mouth and wide.
Yeah, just both teams just reload every year, Dave, and you know, you get to know some of these kids, and you get to know what they're capable of because you get to see them year after year, and they're always in a deep postseason run. So always love watching some good soccer with some good players, and good decisions, and good execution.
And we're ready to go now.
Look like entering the game there for Catholic. Looks like more to a striker position, number 23, Izzy Skinner.
Izzy is typically the first substitute off the bench. Had a chance to visit with her and her mom before the game.
Yeah.
Izzy's dad, of course, is Craig Skinner, the national championship volleyball coach at UK. A lot of people don't remember it, but when the Skinners came here, I guess it was a dozen years or so ago now, Craig was the assistant volleyball coach at Nebraska. Megan was the assistant women's soccer coach at Nebraska. So she followed Craig here. They started a family, 2 girls and a boy. And Megan began coaching at the club level here in town and running some clubs, including ours. As the Lady Dragons try to power through and they're stopped defensively.
Nice defense there.
And as we were talking about a little bit earlier, Izzy doesn't remember it because she was like less than 1 year old, but when Megan would come out to games, a lot of times she would go and want to start coaching, and I would end up getting a car seat with Izzy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You could fit in a car seat?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just I was a big fat guy, so I was kind of warm. So when I held a baby, they felt very comfortable. It was great visiting with her.
Absolutely.
Before the game. And with all the time you've been in it, I can't imagine how many stories like that you have with relationships that have been made over the years.
Oh, yeah.
That's what makes it so neat, and it's just been wonderful to see the growth of it here in the state. But that move.
Yeah, that was very nice, very confident. This is a great ball. This is a great opportunity here.
Knight's able to get back, though. But that ball is still in play. They try to turn it, and it goes across the end line. They say it's a goal kick, I do believe.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, over the years, you get to know a lot of people. And like you said, Coach Quigley's just one of the best, just one of the nicest people you'll meet. Like, we've had so many fun and great stories over the year. And Kenny and I also, and Allie, and it's just been great. And a lot of these kids out here I coach, so it's been great. And
Quick is one of those guys that has that sneaky sense of humor.
Oh, very much.
You don't see it.
You got to be careful.
You got
to listen.
Yes, you don't see it, and then all of a sudden it's like,
wait,
where did that come from?
Yeah. His daughter's over there helping him coach as well. I know
is that right?
Yeah, I know he loves that. Loves her being there, so it's great.
A sailor. Wow.
Yeah.
Down at Lake Harrington or what? It's not like a.
Oh, and Lady Knight.
Yeah, it's not like a darn America's Cup boat or anything like that, is it? I don't think it's anything like that. Back there is Brianna Dardano, who made that nice move last time down.
Ball.
And I'm telling you, South Oldham has now started to switch the field. What a move with the right foot.
Goodness.
Oh, my gosh, she just blasted that wide. What a move. And I'm trying to pick up that number, but that's just how fast they are.
Yeah.
My goodness. I mean, that ball, she stuck a foot in the ground, and that ball had some pace on it.
Yeah.
I believe that is 18, Marley Cayley, who, as you told us in our open, is the leading scorer, and you can see why right there.
Yeah, that was an incredible through ball that was just perfect timing on the run. Caught Catholic's defense out of position there, and boy, she had a rocket that she should have tucked away.
And I don't know what the change is that South Oldham has made. Maybe it's a change that Catholic made, as Skinner gets it on her foot and gets in a nice run. But for the last several minutes, it's been South Oldham that has had control in the Lexington Catholic end. Here comes the fleet-footed Katie Beth May again, and then knocked off the play. Hampton tries to run it down and just can't get it before it crosses the end line.
Yeah.
Look at South Oldham, number 1, Phoebe.
So it'll be another goal kick for Feeney. Hampton is going to get called for the foul. As she tried to go over the top, it looks like, of Emily Knable.
Good tackle there.
Not surprising here in this Final Four,
Lady Dragons.
but a really high level of soccer
that
we're seeing. Welsh with the throw-in. And that was Elbert, who got a piece of it in the air.
Throw-in, Lady Knight.
Skinner won that ball.
Oh.
That leg was awfully high, but no call. And right back comes South Oldham. Look at that little touch.
Oh, goodness.
And my goodness.
That's close.
Really close.
Allie Bird just couldn't connect there. Could have been a good opportunity.
It was Bird and Robertson playing a little 1-2 game. Knights have it now and trying to advance. McCarthy couldn't get it up to anybody. Nice touch again there and taken away nicely.
Oh, that's a great ball. Got to have that run in there. Great ball. Oh, man, she got to it.
Yes, she did.
Oh,
Keep
goodness.
her out.
Oh, wow.
And that's right in the right corner. That was started by the super run from Katie Beth May. And South Oldham just stuck with it. And I think that's what Terry Quigley was talking about with the speed. I mean, that, as you mentioned, Michael, it was a great touch.
Yep.
But she just used that speed to split the defense.
She did. The ball played into space was perfect, and it looked like she wasn't going to get there, but she was fast enough to get into the groove, get into that space, and hold Olivia Bretz off, who was challenging very, very strongly, and just tucked it away. So great job by Katie Beth May there to get the South Oldham Dragons on the board.
Yes, they did.
Yeah. So let's see how Catholic can respond here.
And as we said, as we talked about earlier, as our guy William Warfield was just talking to us about, neither one of these teams have seen a lot of adversity this year.
Yeah.
I mean, when you talk about Oldham being 19, or South Oldham being 19-2, They lost on August 24th to Sacred Heart, and then they lost on September 29th to Assumption.
Yeah.
And Catholic got shut out that first game of the year at Sacred Heart, and they have not lost since.
Nope. So let's see how the game changes for the good or for the bad for each team. You know, you kind of called it in that first match. You get a goal and you get another one really quickly. So let's see if we get the same thing here.
But I'll tell you what, they are just they are continuing in South Oldham, just trying to keep the ball down in the Catholic end of the field.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, here they are again, and somebody gets behind a defender. That ball is attempted at centering. And that's going to be a handball. My goodness.
Little melee there.
This is in soccer, where if you had a 30-second timeout, you'd take it, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah. This is a big one here. Ball was taken. Catholic player put her arm up and deflected it, and the official was right there to make the call and identify the handball. So
trying to pick up the number of who's going to take it. Looks like it's going to be a left-footed shot.
Loop for Catholic.
Waiting for the whistle from the referee. And here we go. That's in the far side.
Goal for the Dragons.
And I'm still trying to pick up
14,
who it was that kicked it. So it was 14, Brenna Dardano. And just like that, just like what happened in game number 1, you had 2 goals come less than 2 minutes apart. First of all, you had Katie Beth Mays, who got out there on the fast break, if you will.
Yep.
Got the assist from Ava Robertson at the 18:09 mark. And then less than 2 minutes later, Brianna Dardano with the PK.
Yep.
She does. And this game has taken a decided turn. You come into this game and South Oldham has got 5 double-digit scores. So Katie Beth May, that was her 14th goal this year. That was Robertson's 9th assist. Again, we mentioned that Kale was the leading scorer with 29 goals and 17 assists. But interestingly enough, you don't see Dardano on that list for being one of the top scorers. That ball centered and is trouble.
I think Dardano's a defender, so that's not her responsibility. She's just the penalty kick taker who does a good job because she's a great ball striker.
And the Knights don't have it out of there yet.
And there's Hampton. You can see her speed.
She's still right there trying to set it on her right foot and can't do it. Coming into this Final Four, Michael, South Oldham has outscored its opponents 115 to 8.
Yeah.
6 of those 8 opponent goals have come in their 2 losses.
Yeah. Yeah, they've had a remarkable, and then you think about that, and then you look at Catholic side, and you go, oh my goodness, they scored 152 goals this season.
Right?
Yeah. And here comes Katie Beth May again.
And we've seen what she can do when she gets the ball on her foot.
Yeah. You know, here's the difference, though, Dave, I think, in the 2 games that we've got is, you know, when Elizabethtown got out to that 3-1 lead in the first game, we just didn't feel like West Jessamine had the power to come back or
Sure,
to
right.
battle back. But the difference here is Catholic can. And they could just as easily score 2 goals in 2 minutes right now, and we'd be right back into this. So neither team is going to settle or get set that this is the outcome.
This is where that mental toughness comes in.
Yeah.
Because here we are on October 26th, and the last time Catholic was down 2 goals was on August 8th in the opener.
Oh, wow.
When they lost to Sacred Heart 3-0.
Yeah.
Just over 13 minutes left in this first period of play. And Catholic trying to dig itself out of a 2-0 hole. The Knights, the number 2 team in the state, and South Oldham, number 1. And the Lady Dragons have certainly played like number 1 so far. Elbert trying to center. Trying to get it back in. There's a nice ball. They hit a through ball, but Hampton wasn't there. Nice idea by Joe Bryant.
Yeah, good feed there by Kylie Mae Stevenson. Very nice pass and collection to get it to Bryant.
Shot taken by number 10, Joanna Bryant.
That ball taken away. And you better have a little something on those passes, or else South Oldham is going to step in, and that's an outstanding tackle right there.
Yeah. It's probably offside. Yep, offside here. She was just a little bit too far, but they're doing a really nice job of creating some better passing lanes and confusing that Catholic defense. Be a point of emphasis at halftime for Catholic to sort that out.
Kate Hallen, 38, right there in the center of the pitch. Has played really well. There she is with the ball on her foot right there. Played really well in that mid spot for the Lady Dragons tonight. There's another outstanding leave.
Good battle there by Nolan. Another great ball in.
And that ball still loose. Trying to set it on her right foot.
Nice job there by Ellie Hanna to leave it for Loop.
And Loop trying to boom it out of there. Get some sort of offensive opportunity going for the Knights. Whistle on another substitution for Lexington Catholic. Olivia Bretz comes back in, and she replaces Kylie Mae Stevenson. Trying to turn down there. And it'll be a goal kick for the Lady Dragons.
Great crowd here tonight. Thanks to all
another
those people
Yep.
for joining us and watching tonight. I understand we got a superstar tuning in tonight, Cheney Wright.
What about that?
Yeah, future Knight, I would say, probably. Maybe not feeling well tonight, or else would probably be here with Mom.
Right.
So
that's going to be a trip. As Truitt went down. And you know, that may be the first time we've called the UK commit's name tonight.
Yeah.
And that's a credit to the Lady Dragon defense.
Brett's on the service.
Boy, that was a really nice ball. And one in the air by South Oldham. Knights trying to reset on the far side.
Missed it.
Tried to get it into Bryant, and look who's coming the other way in a hurry. Got it back there to Hallen, and then she turned it over. It's been the longest period of time in a while that the Knights have been able to keep it in the South Oldham end.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, the spacing's not what they're used to. I'm sure being down for the first time in a while has got them rattled. But this is where a team like that shows what it's made of when you can kind of come back and settle the ship and they get this thing back in perspective. If they can get a goal in the final 7:48 of the first half. Hampton leaves it back. Now they center. Wow, just about there. And on the rebound,
Bryant got the shot, but kicked it right to the keeper, unfortunately. But that's just shows you how dangerous they can be in a moment's notice.
just on the short side.
Yeah.
I think it was Elbert that I think could have had a shot as well, but she couldn't settle the ball. And now Hampton trying to create some space, sends center. Shuz. And right to the keeper, Caitlin Feeney. Feeney can't clear. But the Lady Knights to this point having a difficult time keeping it in.
Yeah, they've really got to clean up these passes forward. It's got to be with a purpose and to someone. There's no one really there. And I know Hampton's fast, but we got to have a little bit more purpose and build a little more.
And that ball there that just led to that turnover is a perfect example of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Nicely played right there. Boy, look at this speed. Trying to turn the corner. And South Oldham still has it. And a whistle.
Yeah, offside there. Roberson was offside on that, but nice job by Molly Thompson there, outside defender.
Played her
for
well.
Catholic, number 3. Kept her spacing, kept her composure, and shut it down.
And I'm telling you, when South Oldham gets the ball, if you're a Catholic defender, you better be on your proverbial horse.
Yeah.
Hampton missed it the first time, but got it back, and then had it taken away by Hallen. Knights now with even more of a sense of urgency. Bryant tries to control it and does. Little chip going down for Hampton. And they couldn't connect. Elbert, too far for Hampton. And another Catholic substitution on the far side.
Checking in for Lexington Catholic, number 25, Sarah Kate Barnes.
So it'll be Sarah Kate Barnes who checks in for Catholic.
For South Oldham, number 29, Caitlin Brown.
She replaces McCarthy.
Caitlin Brown entering the game for South Oldham as well.
Lady Knights.
Elbert, nice chip in toward the goal mouth.
Oh, goodness.
And that one nearly got loose. And a whistle.
Yeah, the clearance there hit the official, so that means drop ball to the team that was in possession is the call.
Truitt won that one in the air. As we're down to 3.5 minutes to go in this first period, where South Oldham struck twice in a matter of a couple of minutes. And they hold a 2-0 lead over Lexington Catholic. For the Lady Dragons,
number 18,
Marley Cayley, the leading scorer, checks back in, and she replaces Ava Robertson.
Foul, free kick, Lexington Catholic.
Lexington Catholic with 6 shots, 4 on goal. South Oldham 3 shots, 2 on goal, the 2 they scored.
Good turn. Oh, still gotta find a pass there rather than an off-balance, twisty, turny shot. Gotta find someone.
You can't get too frustrated, and you need to find something to happen to finish things in that final third. Thompson tried to play it in. And something cooking again for South Oldham. That was Bird who was up there.
Checking in for South Oldham, number 3, Ava Robertson.
Robertson checks back in. And these down to a minute now. Every pass critical.
1 minute.
I'm sure Lexington Catholic would love to get off a quality attempt, but by the same token, you don't want to push too much and do something that could make this deficit even bigger. Boy, and that was a handball, rolled right up the arm.
Yeah, I think both teams going to be much different conversations here at halftime day for these teams.
No question. That's a foul. That was a hard lick.
That's a tough.
That was Natalie Beard. And who's going to take the kick for Catholic? It's going to be Brett's to the back post, and somebody got a head on it.
Truitt got a head on it,
but couldn't get it on frame. And the keeper will let it go. And the South Oldham crowd on their feet here at the half. Their number 1 ranked Lady Dragons on top of number 2 ranked Lexington Catholic, 2-0. Michael, your thoughts on what we saw over the first 40 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, we saw a Catholic team that looked like they were struggling to put passes together in the attacking third and generate some offense there at the end of the first half. Started the game off really powerful, but that 2.5 minute, 3 minute stretch was really, really impressive for South Oldham, and that's the difference in the game.
It was a goal by Katie Beth May on an assist by Ava Robertson at the 18:08 mark, and then less than 2 minutes later, after a handball call, Brianna Dardeno got a PK, 16:19 mark, and that's our score here at the half, 2-0. South Oldham on top of Lexington Catholic. We're going to take a short break. Come on back with all the second half action. Again, it's South Oldham 2 and Lexington Catholic nothing.
That comes to $1.45.
I'm sorry?
Oh yeah, for the cookie. The books are free.
For everybody?
For all undergraduate students. We call it EKU Book Smart.
Let's make that 2 cookies.
On campus, online, delivery, or pickup at EKU. The books are on us.
If you're dealing with a sports injury, UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine is here to help you get back on your feet. Ranked as high performing by US News and World Report, the same physicians who take care of UK athletes are here to offer expert sports medicine care for you and your family. UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, official healthcare provider for the KHSAA.
That comes to $1.45.
I'm sorry?
Oh yeah, for the cookie. The books are free.
For everybody?
For all undergraduate students. We call it EKU Book Smart.
Let's make that 2 cookies.
On campus, online, delivery, or pickup at EKU. The books are on us.
If you're dealing with a sports injury, UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine is here to help you get back on your feet. Ranked as high performing by US News and World Report, the same physicians who take care of UK athletes are here to offer expert sports medicine care for you and your family. UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, official healthcare provider for the KHSAA.
students to $1.45.
I'm sorry?
Oh yeah, for the cookie. The books are free.
For everybody?
For all undergraduate students. We call it EKU Book Smart.
Let's make that 2 cookies.
On campus, online, delivery, or pickup at EKU. The books are on us.
Welcome back into Frederick Douglass High School in Lexington on a chilly night, but a great atmosphere for what many people have said could very easily be a state championship game, and why not when you have number 1 playing number 2. But tonight, it's the semifinals of the state championship, and as we get set to start period number 2, it's number 1 South Oldham leading number 2 Lexington Catholic 2-0. Dave Baker, Michael Lippert here with you. Earlier today, we saw E-Town come out and beat West Jessamine 4-1 to advance to the 4 o'clock championship game on Saturday for the girls. Tomorrow night, right here at Frederick Douglass, tomorrow afternoon at 4, number 5 Bowling Green takes on number 1 St. Xavier. And at 7:30 tomorrow night, Dunbar, number 2, the defending boys state champion, takes on 14th ranked Ryle. But here tonight, we're talking about South Oldham, number 1, and Lexington Catholic, number 2. And I think, Michael, is it as easy to say as just speed?
Yeah.
Is that oversimplifying?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you got to see that with the first South Oldham goal, the speed of Katie Beth May running through the middle there, taking it, holding off the defender and tucking it away. You've gotten to see the speed of Hampton for Lexington Catholic as well, that she's very dangerous, and given in the right spot, the right position, she can easily tuck it away. So I think there's more than capable players out here on both sides of the ball. You can't be very comfortable if you're Coach Burke and these Dragons, because Catholic is very dangerous and can score just as fast as you did. And Coach Quigley, he's gonna have the talk. Coach Skinner's gonna have the talk as well about just play your game, do what you know how to do, and that does include connecting passes and playing with a purpose. And I think there, at the end of the first half, you and I commented on they just were kicking the ball up the field and hoping that something was going to happen. And
right.
Against a good South Oldham team, that's just not going to work.
It just seems to me, as you hear the South Oldham crowd as they welcome their Lady Dragons back onto the pitch, this again is going to be a huge oversimplification. But the way this one goes is, I think, next goal might very well decide the match.
Yeah.
If Lexington Catholic is able to cut it to 1, then
Yeah.
I think the pressure just becomes enormous on both sides. And if South Oldham is able to tack one more on, it would be an incredibly big hill for Catholic to climb.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. So we'll see what happens here. Catholic gets the kickoff, and Brett's will give it a go.
And so Catholic getting that first possession. And now South Oldham has it back. Boy, and that's a ball right there that, you know, if you're Elbert, you can close on that ball. You can make something happen the other way.
Yeah.
And that's really the kind of thing that South Oldham has been able to do tonight.
Yeah, their pressure caused some turnovers and were the reasons why they got on the board twice was the pressure that South Oldham had put on the Catholic defense.
Bryant tries to take it the other way and get it to Hampton.
Doesn't look like there's any changes
formation-wise
or style-wise so far. Player-wise, it looks like we still got the same usual suspects out there.
So the Lady Dragons with a throw.
Ball played forward, running on there for Catholic is Zara McCarthy.
And a lot of action in the mid, same as it was at the start of this match. And South Oldham, so aggressive by nature, but at this point in time, they really don't need to be that aggressive.
No, they just need to be smart, you know, be calm, cool, and collective, and not give anything up. But
boy, right here they come. And that was May getting ready to load up again. They switched the field. And a nice touch. Their passing has been crisp. That was Beard. And that looks like it'll be a throw just short of the end line. It is. And that'll be Beard again. That ball off to the far side. And a nice job by Loop.
Yeah, nice job there to come out and collect it, challenge it, prevent the opportunity there.
And Robertson was barreling down right on her.
It's a little bit too far there for Truitt. Good idea. Just got to execute there with a little bit better ball, or maybe pull back and go the other direction and play that ball diagonally so that it's not going to run out of bounds.
Number 1, Caitlin Feeney.
And it'll be Feeney to take the goal kick. Little flick. Elbert tried to square it up, and it was blocked by the Lady Dragon defense.
Truitt with the shot. Over.
And so that's the kind of action in rapid succession that Lexington Catholic needs to have.
It may have been Brett's on the shot. But
she's not afraid to pull that trigger from distance.
Truitt nor Brett's. Take any shot you give them.
Play getting more physical in the center. That was Elbert who took it away. And now here's Bretz. Trying to set it on her left foot. Nice leave. And that ball poked away nicely by the Lady Dragons. That was an excellent run up the far side. And just a little poke to take it away.
Looks like they're giving a throw in to South Oldham.
Hallen couldn't find anybody up front. And now South Oldham appears intent to just kind of use the clock. Here recently, they haven't built much from the back. They've just been trying to clear from the back.
Yeah, both teams.
May can't do anything. And Hampton trying to find some space. Got it through. And here's Elbert on the backside. Wow, that could be a card maybe.
Yeah, a little late. I don't know that it deserves a card, but just again, not really connected.
Hard
passes.
challenge.
Yeah, definitely a hard challenge. Not connected there on the IDs. Ideas.
Yes, those two.
Yeah.
Kept in nicely by Bretz. Trying to work it up the near side. And boy, you can just see the frustration building on the part of Catholic.
Yeah.
They are so used to blowing by people.
Yeah.
And they just can't get around or behind these South Oldham defenders.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was Beard who was right there in perfect position. Truitt. Now, and look at this play. How about that service? Now they settle. That's a great through ball. And it got past the keeper. Wow.
Just couldn't keep it in bounds there.
I
think
think
that was Kaylee.
Yeah, Luke made the right play, but boy, that's a scary situation. You better be certain right there. Elbert had it taken away. Here's Beard, who's played so well in this period. And that ball is deflected, and that'll be a corner for the Lady Dragons.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be a goal kick.
My goodness.
Yeah, she just missed it. So you gave her all those props, and you jinxed her.
Wow.
Okay.
Loop trying to get it out as the clock keeps ticking, and we're under 32 minutes. Ball fed through on the right side. And McCarthy couldn't control it. Lexington Catholic desperately trying to make something happen to get this back to a one-goal game. And South Oldham looking for a play that would stretch it out even further. This is what happened in the first half. The play was back and forth like this until we got to about the 18-minute mark. And then the spigots opened ever so slightly.
Yeah.
That ball is loose once again, and this could be trouble. Catholic defense gets back. They try to turn. And I'm certain that'll be a corner.
And you got that.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So corner kick for South Oldham. Kaylee out here trying to get a serve off for her cross and got deflected out of bounds.
Corner kick, South Oldham.
And that's going to be a left-footed kick, and that's going to be Dardano, who scored, I believe, on the PK.
Yep.
And that ball is just short,
Oh,
and the rebound hits the crossbar. Still in.
Goodness.
And now Catholic able to relieve a little bit of pressure, but Dardano hustles back and then gives it away. Here's Hampton free for one of the few times tonight, and she can't control it. And that right there, kind of a microcosm of what this game has been like.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Brett's is going with that. Still trying to play it much further up, and there's no one there to challenge. So got to connect the pass there and work it up a little bit closer.
And you're frustrated if you're cheering for Catholic and they can't connect that pass.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, you're saying, you know, that could have very easily been 3-0.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ball loose and hit the crossbar. Elbert was able to stop it but couldn't control it. And they say it'll be Catholic ball. Hampton couldn't control it. And it goes back to the Lady Dragons. That's a nice through ball right there by Hannah.
Comes Truitt.
And there's still 27 minutes left. But you get the impression that you kind of feel Catholic pressing with every touch.
Yeah. Like you said, I mean, there's definitely some frustration on Catholic's players that they're not able to just impose their will like they maybe have in previous games because this South Oldham team's just so strong and smart.
First possession of the second, first substitution of the second half. And Izzy Skinner is going to come back in. And she replaces, trying to see who that is on the far side. It could be Brett's. Or, no, it's Brian. Checking. It's Rachel Stevens, I believe.
Okay, there you go.
And Terry Quigley over there talking to her. The Knights again lost their first game of the season on August 8th at Sacred Heart, 3-0. Since then, they have rung up 24 in a row. That ball hit the referee. And so South Oldham will get the drop. When they go right toward the goal mouth. That ball's trouble. That ball would.
Now, here's interesting, Dave.
Okay.
Off the drop ball, if she strikes it and no one else touches it, it's a goal kick. It's an indirect kick. Somebody's got to touch that drop ball that the referee was giving us there.
And so that's the reason Loop brings it out of there.
Yeah.
But it hit at such an angle, I thought it was going to take one of those hops and go in after it hopped over Loop.
Yeah.
Right back come the Lady Dragons. That ball's on frame and knocked out by a defender. That was a good strike.
Good strike there by May again. A little ambitious, probably 30-yard shot there that Loop easily collects.
But you don't know until you try, right? There's a through ball. Wow, how about that back heel touch? And then she got back to it. Wow, look at that. Look at that.
Great hustle. Oh, my goodness.
Nobody home at the top. And then coming in late, it's blasted over the crossbar. My goodness. That was Betsy Huckabee. And then down at the bottom, the whole deal was started by 18 Marley Cayley, the leading scorer for this team. She kind of punched that ball, went over and got it herself.
She did.
And now she's got it on her foot one more time.
Oh.
Elbert almost took it away, and then Marley turns and puts it on frame.
Yeah. Almost caught Loop off guard there. She was a little startled.
Now Lexington Catholic trying to put together a run. Challenge coming from the back. And that was a takeaway, courtesy of Allie Bird. Knights get it right back. They try to go to Hampton, who was right there. If that ball wasn't fielded cleanly, but Feeney gathers it in and resets. There's Brett's. Hannah centers. Here's Truitt. Couldn't get it set. And Lexington Catholic has had some good shot opportunities as that ball gets through. And that's great hustle up the near sideline.
And great defending there by Allie Nallen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she really did a nice job of using her body for the best position and working them off the ball.
Hallen has really been good tonight, too, and she was with her step for step. Right to the center, and ball is shot.
Nice save.
Wow.
I think that was Betsy again.
It was. Huckabee's taking advantage. They put her in a slot right up there at the top, and she's been open twice. But that was an outstanding save by Caitlin Loop. South Oldham now with 9 shots. And Loop has 4 saves. She may get another chance here.
Oh!
Couldn't get it set on her feet.
That was a great run and a great pass. Great vision there. Great connection by South Oldham. And Kaylee just could not get that shot off.
She probably could have let it go, but she was just trying so hard to set it one more time.
Yep.
And then kind of corkscrew it. And it stays at a 2-goal margin as we approach the midway point of period number 2. The winner between this 1-2 matchup moves on to Saturday afternoon state championship game to take on the Panthers of E-Town. Somebody better be careful here now.
Yeah.
That ball up in the air. Elbert couldn't handle it. So Beard comes up to take the throw in for South Laurel. Skinner tried to get it up to Hampton. But they have been with her stride for stride tonight. That was Emily Knabel, who was back there with her. And look how quickly the Lady Dragons come back down. Wide open at the top.
Great
Wow.
Vision. Great vision by Roberson, I believe, is the one that laid that pass off to Bird, and Bird hit it over.
And that's a time where Bird actually had a chance to set it on her foot.
She did, yeah.
And basically do what she wanted.
Yeah.
And there's a whistle. And the referee is going over to the far sideline. And he's headed over toward the Catholic bench. Or he's going over to talk to.
They are.
And I'm not exactly sure what he's doing.
Okay.
What did Williams say?
Not sure.
So is he talking to the player?
No, it looks like he's. Well, I don't know. Maybe. Okay.
But what could that be about?
I'm not really sure what that.
So that's Joe Bryant waiting to throw it in. Still haven't figured that one out.
No.
It's okay if I can't figure it out, but you're the official, and if you can't figure it out.
That was an interesting one. I'm not sure.
Lady Knights trying as hard as they might to just get one through and kind of break the ice. But the South Oldham defense has been really, really good. Hampton.
And she earned a corner.
She did. Let's see who takes it. This is only the third corner of the night for Lexington Catholic. South Oldham only has one.
Yeah.
They'll take it from the far side.
I think it's McCarthy.
Corner kick, Lexington Catholic. Number 24, Zara McCarthy.
Yes, it is. That's a good service right to the top of the box. Looked like Elbert got a head on it in the air. And South Oldham not just interested in stopping it, but I mean, they're getting it out of there and going with it.
Yeah.
Going South Oldham.
And now they're down there with a corner kick in the pocket. And just that fast, the Lady Dragons have switched the field. Got some room again, right back to the top. There's May.
And a corner kick for South Oldham.
It is a corner. And again, wasn't a great run, wasn't a great build-up. Just kind of slipped through there and did what she needed to do.
Yeah, yeah.
So I believe this is the first time we've seen May take a set-piece kick. That's a beautiful one, too. Somebody from the Catholic defense got in there and won it in the air, and now they come the other way. Hampton has got speed. Lady Dragons have speed back. Got a player on a diagonal. And back toward the middle.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, McCarthy couldn't get her hips turned around to get that service, so she hit it over the end line for a goal kick.
Down to the 16-minute mark. Elbert got it up to Hampton. And that's one of those kicks you were talking about. Just nobody home there.
Yeah. You know, it's one thing if you've got a player posted up there, which sometimes they do.
Right,
you know, they'll
right.
post up Brett's or Hampton up there, but there's just no one there.
Boy, and there's a touch and one of the few turnovers of the night for South Oldham. Can Catholic do anything with it? That ball, the South Oldham crowd wanted a handball. Did not get it. And I believe that's May again on the far side. Look at that spin. My goodness.
Great turn, great ball. This
right
is
to
trouble.
the top.
Oh, Bird.
Boy, what a
block
nice.
by Nowlin.
Yep. Catholic defense has held up pretty well under this. You know, despite all this speed and everything that we've talked about, if it's not for a handball,
yep,
we're still looking at a one-goal game.
Yep. And that was deflected there. It was kind of an ambitious ball by Hallen, but was deflected. So corner kick for South Oldham.
Let's see, I believe if they stay true to form, it'll be Dardano, the left footer, who'll take it and bend it back in toward the goal mouth. The wind is blowing the ball back toward the goal. And that's a beautiful service. Yeah. Somebody got a head on it. And then Catholic got it out of there. But South Oldham gets it right back. And then they battle through. Open, across, and nobody home. Nice defense there. It was Robertson who was right there. And I don't know if you can tell from our shots tonight, William and our entire crew doing a great job, but until I put the binoculars on earlier, I did not realize Robertson was playing with a big old soft cast on her left arm.
Oh, no.
Same color as the jersey.
Oh, it is, yeah.
But she's played well tonight. That shot
Skinner.
Right on target.
Skinner with the shot.
Good pace on the ball by Izzy Skinner, but right at Caitlin Feeney as we're under 13 minutes to play. Well, I tell you, South Oldham with a 2-goal lead. They continue to come hard. That was a defensive play that was made by Kaylee, their leading scorer, in a 2-0 game. And, I mean, she stuck her nose right in there and knew there was going to be contact.
Yeah, the intensity definitely hasn't gone down, Dave.
They tried to get it to Hampton, and they'll try that again. And that time, nice move. She let it go through her leg, trying to center. And that was right there, and McCarthy couldn't control it.
Yeah.
Knights keep it in. And another nice defensive play by South Oldham. Bird couldn't keep that in play. Here's Hampton. Elbert lost it. But the Knights able to keep it in. Brett's trying to switch the field. Trying to center. And too far to make a connection. coming up on the 10-minute mark.
Interesting when you look at the stats there, Dave. Two saves for Loop.
Really, really close.
But 5 saves for Feeney.
Right. Oh, look at that through ball. That's big trouble.
Oh, Bird.
Bird couldn't control it, and it was booted out of there.
My goodness, yeah, that was
by Thompson.
She gets a clean touch there and a good rip on goal, and might sealed it, but Catholic gets it back.
Bryant got it in to Truitt. Trying to make something happen on the far side. Lady Dragons couldn't ask for anything more than this. A lot of time being used, just bouncing the ball around in the mid. That ball's right there on top, but the Lady Knights couldn't get it. Hampton at the back post. And is it offside?
Yeah, way offside. Way offside. But good sequence there, good buildup by Catholic. Skinner, great composure there in the box to lay off a beautiful ball for Bretts to get a good strike on.
Catholic fans don't like it, but I don't think there was much question about that one.
It's pretty obvious.
But you know what? And I hate to say this to an official.
Yeah.
But somebody might try it because somebody's got to call it, right?
Sure, that's right. No, you got to. You never know.
Back comes South Oldham. And here's May with it on her foot. Leaves it. And now a nice defensive play by Catholic as they were trying to get it.
Great defense there by Beard.
They were trying to get it to Kaylee on the through ball.
Just great anticipation here in the last 5 minutes by South Oldham.
Been awfully consistent all night and all season long. As we're down to about 8 minutes to play. Here's Hampton again. Looking for some help. Now she turns. Centers it. Boy, defense was right there. Second ball. And I didn't see who that defender was, but I don't think you could have a better centering pass. And then the Catholic player tried to one-time it. And the defense was right there. And now you've got somebody down for Catholic.
I think it's Skinner. Yeah.
That is Skinner.
Might have been just a cramp, maybe. But she got the strike.
Hampton was there trying to stretch her legs out as well.
Yeah. Good to see her jump up there.
Yep, she's up. Sometimes it's one of those deals where you think you've done something.
Yeah.
And then you really haven't.
Yep.
And she may have jammed that knee or something when she turned around and took that strike. Because, I mean, defender was right on top of her. So Rachel Stevens will come back in for Skinner. Clock is stopped. 7:41 to play. And that's all that separates South Oldham from a KHSA state championship game matchup with Elizabethtown. Once again, Kaylee beats a Knight to the spot. And now Beard will throw it in. That ball is through and across the end line. And it'll be a goal kick for the Knights.
Goal kick, Lady Knights. Number 1, Caitlin Loop.
Loop gets it up to Bretz, and she tries to play it through. Boy, right back here, this is trouble. Marley Cayley on her right foot. Loop right there. She just fell on it. As I believe that was Beard, I want to double check it, was right there for the rebound. Ball gets through again. And Catholic can only relieve pressure as we're down to the 6-minute mark. You throw in for South Oldham. Substitutes. I'll check that there on the far side. Catholic has just not been able to make that one connection that they're looking for. Bryant had it deflected.
Goal, Lexington Catholic.
And that ball out of bounds, and Hampton in a hurry. Truitt couldn't hold on to it. Backside. Catholic can't get it and wind up. Elbert got it on her feet. And it goes across the end line. And it'll be a goal kick for South Oldham, and they won't be in any hurry as we approach the 4-minute mark.
Yeah, South Oldham has earned their position right here, and Catholic just was not able to put together anything tonight, Dave, that was threatening. I don't recall an ooh or an ah for them.
You know, it says they've gotten off 12 shots, 6 on goal.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not like there was a screamer or something where somebody had to lay out or put a hand up and knock it over the crossbar.
Yeah.
I don't recall seeing South Oldham out of position all night.
Nope.
That looked like a handball to me right in front of the referee.
I think it was too.
Wow. He kind of gave the chicken wing signal. I don't know what signal.
I think he's at a hit her side, but he
wow.
couldn't see it.
And the other thing, I don't think Catholic has really been out of position. I mean, the first goal was a screamer.
Yep.
And the second was off of a handball that resulted in a PK.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, outside that 2 minutes, he said, Catholics, defended pretty well. But that's the funny thing about this game.
Oh, isn't it though?
And that's why we play it, is because you just never know. And especially,
we've all seen a team outshoot somebody like 22-2 or something, and it ends up being a draw. Or in some cases, you come out on the short end of that deal.
Yep, for sure.
Because you not only got to get those shots, but you got to connect. So that's going to be a card right there. And that's going to be Brett's who gets it, as that was late. And again, that was on, against Marley Cayley, the leading scorer for South Oldham. Truitt couldn't control it. And you know how people talk about that prevent defense in football, right? I don't think I don't think that South Oldham has gone into that prevent mode here yet.
No, they haven't. No.
They continue to attack.
Number 16, Stevenson.
So now we're down to the final 2 minutes. Barring some sort of a miracle, Lexington Catholic will have a season that they can feel awfully good about.
They can have a Lexington Catholic season, which is the expectation of just excellence year after year and great results and
here's what it would be,
great
Michael.
Players.
It would be 24 wins in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
Bookended by a loss in the opener and the last game they played.
That's a good point. Yeah, absolutely.
And so for South Oldham, this will be win number 20 for them against just 2 losses. And as we come down to the final minute or so, how do you size up the final that we'll see between the Lady Dragons and E-Town on Saturday at 4?
Yeah, you really gotta think about what we saw today. E-Town's really dangerous on free kicks and set pieces.
Yeah.
I don't foresee South Oldham giving them those types of situations, and you got to think, well, defensively. South Oldham's faced a really tough, gritty Catholic defense, and I'm not sure their defense is. I think their defense is better than an E-Town defense, so it'll be interesting to see the matchups. I know Coach Zoller will probably have some scheme going, and Kenny will have Coach Burke will also have something going. So it'll be a great matchup of two, very successful programs, and we'll see.
So the South Oldham fans on their feet and rightfully giving their Lady Dragons a big round of applause for what they have done today. And this is another one of those drop ball deals with 8 seconds to go. And so South Oldham back in the championship game as they shut out Lexington Catholic 2-0. The state's #1 ranked team will play for a championship. So, Michael, your thoughts on what we've seen today?
Well, we saw the two of the best teams in the state here in this match, and we expected a good game, and it was a good game. I think if Catholic gets a chance to look at this game, they'll be disappointed with how they were able to not connect passes in that offensive third, and it's not really reflective of the 152 goals they scored this season. But South Oldham, very dangerous, very good team, very talented, and 2 minutes. That's all it took, Dave, was 2 minutes in this game to make it 2-0.
It happened very quickly in the first half, 18:08 to go. It was Katie Beth May who really just turned on the Jets, got to a ball on an assist by Ava Robertson, and it was 1-0. And then less than 2 minutes later, there was a handball in the box, and it was Brianna Dardano who got the PK for South Oldham, and that was the difference as the Lady Dragons win it by a count of 2-0. So again, it'll be South Oldham and E-Town in our first semifinal game Saturday afternoon at 4. But we got a lot to go before that. Tomorrow afternoon, Michael will be joined by Chris LeBar for the boys semifinals. At 4 o'clock, number 5, Bowling Green takes on top-seeded Louisville St. Xavier. And then at 7:30, defending state champion Dunbar, ranked number 2 in the state, takes on number 14 Ryle. And both of those games, you never know, but both of those games set up to be really good battles, Michael.
Very good teams, very good boys teams. Lots of the same history and tradition on those 4 teams as we've seen here tonight.
Okay, so once again, our thanks to all of our Prep Spin crew, William Warfield, the King of Stream, and all the guys. They do a great job. Thanks for their work today. It didn't have as much rain tonight, but cool for sure. And so for my partner, Michael Lippert, I'm Dave Baker saying so long from Frederick Douglass High School, where tonight's second semifinal is won by South Oldham, 2-0 over Lexington Catholic. So long, everybody.
Please direct your attention to the field as Assistant Commissioner Chad Collins with the KFSA will present the tournament awards and semifinalist medallions. 2 members selected to the all-tournament team from Lexington Catholic and number 1, Caitlin Luke. Also representing Lexington Catholic, number 11, Catherine Truitt. And now Coach Terry Quigley and the Lady Knights, please come forward and accept your semifinalist trophy. Congratulations, Lexington Catholic, on a great season.